Hey guys, welcome to today's writing lesson. We're going to be talking about the elements of an argument and types of evidence that you can use to support an argument. Your learning target today is that by the end of the day you'll be able to say that I'm familiar with and can identify argument concepts and different forms of evidence. You'll know that you're successful when you viewed our Google Slides presentation and listened to this explanation, when you can name the two things necessary to form an effective argument, when you've familiarized yourself with the different types of evidence, and when you've followed the rest of the directions in the different sections of the assignment and have completed the assignment, which will be the last two slides in this presentation. First of all, let's take a look at our argument concepts. At the center of any argument is a debatable claim. A debatable claim is an opinion that is a matter of personal experience and values that must be backed up with evidence. Others can disagree with this claim. A debatable claim is also known as an opinion. The next thing in our list is evidence. This can be personal experience, confirmed facts, reasons, expert research, and statistics that directly relate to and support a debatable claim. The next term that we look at is argument. In real life, an argument is a conflict that uses language. In writing, it's an opinion that can be backed up with evidence. So that's the sort of argument that we're concerned with. The opinions that can be backed up with evidence. And you'll notice that this plays really well into the race strategy. You know, we've covered that before, where you restate, you answer, you cite evidence, and you explain. When you are making an argument, you are creating that claim, and then you're citing evidence and explaining why that evidence proves the claim that you're making. And when you succeed in doing that, you achieve what is the last term on our list, and that is persuasion, which means to move another person or group to agree with a belief or position through argument, appeal, or course of action. Below that definition, you'll see this nice little graphic that shows the two things that make an argument, which is a claim. Remember, another name for a claim is your opinion, and that evidence. The evidence, that stuff that proves why your opinion is correct. And when you have those things together, you have created an argument. Now that we have a firm understanding of what an argument is, with it being a debatable claim and evidence, let's take a look at the different types of evidence that can support our debatable claims. So here is a chart to help us understand the different types of evidence, and it's titled, Here's the Evidence. It begins with a debatable claim. We have to have something for our evidence to support. And the debatable claim is that year-round school improves students' academic achievement. And then the possible evidence that we could use to support this claim is personal experience, reasons, confirmed facts, statistics, and expert research. Let's take a deeper dive into personal experience first. Number one. Any actual experience with the topic that you, your family, and friends have had. An example of this would be, I forgot fewer of my math skills over the summer because my summer break was so short, thanks to year-round school. So that personal experience backs up that claim that year-round school improves students' academic achievement. The next type of evidence in our chart is reasons. Logical reasons that support the opinions made in the claim. Basically, those are kind of logical things that you can infer. If such a thing is to take place, then another thing must be true because of that fact. A specific example is, because students have multiple breaks throughout the year, they experience less academic burnout. They have frequent opportunities to refresh and restart their learning experience. A logical reason, something that definitely could occur because of year-round schooling, and it definitely causes it to qualify as a logical reason. Number 3 on our chart is confirmed facts. This is a very strong form of evidence. These are facts that have been found in reliable and credible sources. An example of this would be a review of 39 studies confirmed summertime learning loss. Test scores drop over summer vacation. Cooper et al., 1996. And then the little blurb that is italicized here says, this is the name of the expert who did the review and the year it was done. And when you see it say et al. After a name, that's letting you know that there were other people involved in that article, but they're not listed in that specific citation right there. Cooper was the main person on that article, and thus the main name in the citation. Number 4 on our list is statistics. Numbers and percentages that are relevant to the topic and come from reliable and credible sources. This is another one of those really strong pieces of evidence. Mainly because it says it comes from reliable and credible sources. You know, a statistic from Billy Bob's homepage is not going to be as credible as a statistic from the Department of Education. So let's read right here. Year-round schools that have lower dropout, or year-round schools have lower dropout rates, 2% than traditional schools, 5%, from statisticbrain.com. That is the example provided to us from Oakland Schools right here. I don't know that I would really trust statisticbrain.com as the most reliable and credible source. As I mentioned before, something more like the Department of Education, something really credible like that would be something that would be a better source for a statistic. And number 5, research by experts. This is research that is done by professors, researchers, or doctors who have a deep knowledge of the topic, always found in credible and reliable sources. Again, this is one of those ones that is the most convincing when you're trying to form an argument. When you are forming an argument and you are able to maybe support it with a little bit of personal experience, to say, I have personal experience in this topic, I feel this way because. But then when you're able to say, not only do I feel this way, it's been proven by these experts, that just drives things home. And it makes it impossible to deny the claim that you're making. So keep that in mind when you're forming arguments. That's the way to make that really strong argument. Let's look at the example of research by experts right here. One study of 6 elementary schools, 3 on traditional calendars and 3 on year-round schedules, found positive effects of year-round education. The sample of students in the year-round schools posted overall test scores that were higher than students at the schools with traditional calendars from Education Week. So that is just showing that these studies yielded the results that they were looking for, that year-round education benefited these students. And when we look back to our debatable claim, year-round school improves students' academic achievement, it's easy to see that this little piece of research by experts goes a long way in proving the point that we're trying to make. So now let's take a look at the assignments that you're going to be working on for the day. In this assignment right here, you are tasked with looking through this paragraph and identifying the pieces of evidence that have been included to support the debatable claim that begins the paragraph in bold. Once you've identified the pieces of evidence that are in there, you need to decide what kind of evidence it is and what order it's in. So you're going to give the evidence type numbers from the previous page. Remember, numbers 1 through 5. And you're going to do that in the order that they appeared in the paragraph above. So you're identifying the piece of evidence in here as one of these possible things. Then you're just making a list of the numbers in the order that they appeared. After you've done that, you need to critically think why would the author include the evidence in that way? Would another order of the evidence work just as well or better? Explain. Use the race strategy, please. Then you're given a debatable claim right here in bold. It says provide two pieces of evidence that support the debatable claim: personal experience or reasons. So either your personal experience in a regular school where there is not year-round school. Does that work well for you? Do you enjoy that, or do you think that year-round school would improve student academic achievement? We are on the balanced calendar, so it's kind of in between. We, for the most part, go year-round and have short breaks throughout the year with a shorter summer than most. But some schools, like the ones they're talking about, literally go all year long, and they only take an intercession between marking periods. So that's, just to distinguish between the two right there. But then have a logical reason about why year-round school might improve student academic achievement, whether you agree with it or not. It's not your job to agree with this statement. It's your job to find evidence that supports it. And when you're crafting an argument like this, you got to think like a lawyer. It's not necessarily their job to agree with everything that's put in front of them. It's their job to find evidence to support the thing that they're supposed to. And so your job right now is to support the year-round school improves student academic achievement, put any personal feelings about that aside, and find a logical reason that could improve student academic achievement. That is the end of your writing assignment for the day. Once you have supported that debatable claim with these pieces of evidence right here. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to stop by the office hours of either Miss Lynch or myself, and we'll be happy to help you in any way that we can. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye.